Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with the growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with podcasting. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcastic, the home for indie podcasts and content creators.
I pray that my love for you is bigger than what my parents have.
So you must be my daughter's new friend?
Candy, let me ask you a question.
Oh, so this him? This the man that comforts you more than me?
Mama, all men ain't like daddy.
That's not fair!
The content you're about to hear is a part of a paid programming segment. The views, opinions, and statements expressed belong solely to the sponsor and do not reflect those of Podcastic or its host. This segment is for informational and promotional purposes only and should not be considered as advice or endorsement. Listener discretion is advised.
Rise and grind, wanna show at 9:15 a.m. Monday through Friday, great conversation, guest appearances, cause you experience us on the cusp of blowing up. Wake up, wake up. Rise and grind, morning show.
Wake up, we can rise and grind. Oh, welcome to the Rise and Grind Morning. Why do I sound like that? Why do I sound pinky? Okay, that's all right. Sound better, thank you. Welcome to the Rise and Grind Morning Show, y'all. We do this every Monday through Friday for whenever time we start to whenever we end. We can because it's our shit. We appreciate everybody who's been supporting us for 5 years straight. The Rise and Grind Morning Show has been going on for 5 years straight. We have broadcast over 1,380 podcasts in 5 years. So if y'all can, go to Apple Podcasts and check out all the podcasts from the very beginning till 2 months ago. iHeart start up next week, so about time we finally get that situation straightened out. Yeah, and we headed on to the head on. I got a gas station chronicle. It's not that clean, so if y'all want to stick with me. If not, close your ears. I stepped in some shit as soon as I got at the gas station. I want to know who pooped right there in the gas station. Have y'all ever, people that's with us, have y'all ever just stepped in some poop at the gas station?
No, never. And then on top of that, I actually look around when I get out the car.
I didn't. Too tired. Yeah.
Because that's nasty.
Yeah, that's filthy.
It was terrible. Besides, I seen the Bronco outside. That's why my foot on the truck. What kind of car you drive?
I drive Explorer.
Yeah, that's what kind of car it was.
You said a Bronco?
It looked the same as Ford.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So, anyway, no, I really was embarrassed because I stepped in some shit like...
You should be. Go ahead.
Anyway, y'all, that beautiful voice you're hearing is not nobody important right now. We'll talk about her later. No, I'm just joking. It's none other than Tam Tales is in the building with us.
Hey, y'all.
And then we got the perfect gentleman, the one and only, the big homie, the one we call B. Todd is with us.
Top of the top, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back.
Yeah, I wasn't saying D, but I would have fucked up everything. I'm sorry, Todd.
That's all right.
That's okay.
Just stop doing it.
Okay.
It's okay. Go ahead.
Todd can be so forceful. I felt threatened every time he like, stop doing it. Damn. Okay. So today we're going to have a good time. We got some people coming through. We got Colin G coming through. We got the write-in candidate for the mayoral position of Detroit coming in, Arnold Boyd. So we're going to have a good time. We got some questions we need to ask him because Detroit is kind of, yeah. We already know. So let's jump right into today's topic because Tab got to go.
Listen, because y'all whole song say 9:15.
Yeah.
And I was here.
But we also say in the future. We say,
Moving forward.
are you
I know not to be.
Are you obligated to fight your friends, family, or mate battles?
Tam, go first.
Absolutely, you are.
You are?
Yeah.
are? Okay.
I'm fighting.
Okay, let's hear it.
If
Why?
my friend and my family, if they fighting, I'm fighting.
Okay. Now I get it. So if you standing for yourself, I'll look out for you, type of thing.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We fighting.
Yeah. I'm like Kevin Hart. He ain't hit me. He hit you.
No, if you hit my best friend, it's like you hit me.
Tell me
We
what-
both about to fight you.
Tell me, what about you?
To an extent.
We don't hear you. I know. So she said to an extent. I'm with her too. It all depends on what you did. If you mouthing off, like, and I say, hey man, chill out.
Yeah.
But, like, I had an example where I was in Southwest Detroit. So it was about 4 or 5 white boys pulled up in the Suburban, and it said white power on it, right?
Right.
Well, it had the white in the fist. It's like, you know, like, leave them alone.
Yeah.
And then my boy grabbing them, and he said Big John. He got a shirt that said Big John to fuck you up. And on the back of a jersey, it said Big John, right? So I'm like, leave him alone. You know what I mean? He kept looking at him. So we was in the store, so he just fired on my boy. Bah, you think I'm some hoe-ass white boy?
Damn.
I was like, shit. Where the Snickers at? You know what I mean?
Oh no, we fighting. It's like your friend didn't do nothing. I mean, to actually make them want to do that.
Big John.
Like they just picked on him.
No, he didn't pick on. He kept staring them down, like, you know, like white boys. You know.
don't equate for nothing.
Hey, we're in Southwest Detroit. All rules are off.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we right there on Fort Street. Across from the main post office at that liquor store.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I can see where it would matter, but for the most part, the people that I'm around, I'm a fight.
I wasn't. I was 98 pounds.
Oh.
No, I was not fighting. I'm sorry. I wasn't.
Does it matter between mate and friends?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Now, okay, let's say for instance,
So you fighting for your mate, but not for your friends.
it depends.
I'm fighting for both.
It depends.
Like the first thing that I'm gonna do is fight for all y'all. If I mess with you, we all can fight.
For me,
now there are going to be certain circumstances where I'm gonna be like, "No, friend, come on, let's sit down, have a drink, have a conversation. Let's calm down, okay? Right? This is you. This is not us.
It definitely depends. Like, obviously, yeah, hell yeah, I'll fight for my wife or whatever. But like, when it comes down to my homies, it boils down to what did my homies do. Like, if you went in there purposely starting a fight,
bullshit.
We got a whole different problem. Like, it's different if somebody drunk, bump into you, talk shit, and then he got his crew with him. All right, bet. We all about to scrap. But if you in there, we trying to go out and have a good time.
And you do it.
And you running your mouth and you starting shit with people and it's a bunch of women around. That's crazy to me. I don't understand how any man would want to start anything and there's women around. Exactly.
Yeah,
So
run the potential of getting your butt whipped in front of your woman is terrible.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and I'm gonna dump you afterwards.
Yeah.
We can't be together anymore if you get beat up in front of me.
First of all, if I get my ass whipped while I want my girl, I'm whipping her ass when we get home. So,
now that's typical sucking nigga shit right there. Yeah.
You ain't beat my ass because you ain't doing it when we was just outside with Jerome and them. Oh, so now you want to come home and beat up on somebody? Oh no, you're not gonna beat up on me.
No, I know a guy who beat up his girl for real because he's like, I told you to shut the fuck up. It's
Oh no, wait, no, that's different. See, that's different. See, that's different. If you got a loudmouth woman and you take her out, that was your fault any damn way.
Yeah.
Because you know good and damn well if you take her out, she gonna start running her mouth to the wrong people, and you know you gonna have to defend her. And you get your ass whooped. Yeah, she deserved her ass whooping.
No, he deserved his because why you take her out? You know who your woman is.
No,
well, how long can you stay in a relationship and not go out though?
You need to get out the relationship. Y'all are clearly not compatible.
Or go to Birmingham.
There you go.
Go to Birmingham.
Yeah,
people in Birmingham, they be arguing.
You talk the shit to somebody in Birmingham, they're gonna get you arrested.
They be like this. They be like this. Are you done? He's sitting there like, so you ain't hear shit I just said.
We're in two different tax brackets, sir.
Right.
I got much to lose, so
yeah.
go on about your business.
Wait till the nigga excuse me, what do you drive? The fuck that got to do with it? Because I can tell by your tone.
Yeah, right.
Like you,
that you got some bullshit.
Like
you had to push your car here.
You had a Chevy. anyway, y'all. So I'm not gonna lie. If my girl started some shit, I mean, I'm like Kevin. He smacked you. He ain't smacked me. Wow. I mean, I gotta fight, but
I'm gonna fight. But I'm definitely cussing her the fuck out on the way home. The whole ride home, she getting cussed the fuck out.
I don't start fights though. So if you fighting about me and for me, it was for a good reason.
Yeah.
Because I don't start fights for that very reason. Like, cause you don't never know how it can escalate. Mm-hmm. So I ain't never gonna be that problematic girl.
Rhea said it depends on the situation, and I agree.
Yeah, it definitely depends.
I totally agree. Calvin said many people lack situational awareness, especially in relationships. No way should spouses put each other in danger in public.
Oh, you're right. However, some people, some couples don't know how to control their liquor or control how they act when they get liquor. See, me, I know my limit. So I know that I'm about to drink enough to where I feel chill, relaxed. All right, cool. I'm done drinking. Some people drink and be like, oh, I'm drunk. It's time to get even more fucked up. I'm not like that. So you got those people, and when that liquor kicks in, you don't know what you're gonna get or what version of that person you gonna get. You know, everybody drunk don't act the same every time. It's one extreme to the next, unfortunately.
Yeah, because have you ever saw a guy get hit and he screamed?
Yes.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
How you scream? How you sound?
I heard it. Oh yeah.
How you sound again?
Yeah, seriously. This happened to me when I got robbed. My homeboy, I thought he was a tough guy. I had he got hit with the gun, and all I heard was, I'm like, what the fuck was that? Mind you, this nigga, he big as hell. I'm like, where that noise come from? Now when I got hit with the gun, I'm like, oh shit! I just grabbed my head. I didn't make no noise, but I'm still thinking about that noise. It like haunted me the whole time we was getting robbed.
What's the noise?
I'm so mad.
It sound like Prince. It sound like an eagle.
No, but that would be funny. I mean, when I got hit, what? We got Carla? Carla, you on there?
Good morning. I had to call in, y'all.
What's up, Rhea?
Good morning.
Great topic. And Tam, I appreciate you being rah-rah, but I ain't fighting.
I'm fighting. I got a story about Miami. I'm fighting.
It depends on the situation.
All the people in my life that I love, that I fight for, like I'll take pride in saying that, because it ain't necessarily gonna be a situation where I'd be mad afterwards that I did it. Like if I'm fighting with my best friend, it was about something important.
Yeah, I can see that. But now, like in my 30s, my 20s and 30s, maybe I'm pushing 50. I'm looking at what you did. I'm going to be like, what did you do? Why they mad?
My best friend don't never do nothing bad.
Real, me and you be fucking fighting. Talking about you trying to give me a goddamn quiz. While I'm up here leaking.
So age makes a difference on when you kind of put aside fighting?
Hell yeah.
For me, no.
Maturity.
The only thing that would matter is how my back feel that day. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I got a little flare up in my lower back, I don't know if I'm able to help you, friend.
Being killed and things escalate very quickly.
Right.
So you
that's true. And that's another thing.
It's not worth it.
That's another thing too. People don't like getting their ass whooped no more. So if they do, they're getting a pistol.
Yeah, and I'm not getting shot because you had a smart ass mouth. You know.
But you gotta remember, guys. Nowadays, I mean, you don't have to be killed, like hit or shot. You can fall. Anything can happen. You can break somebody's neck. It's unintentional. When you're fighting, all kind of things can happen.
Yeah.
So you got to think beyond you in my face. I did it. Like, yeah, I get mad. I ain't gonna say I don't, but you got to control that. It comes with wisdom at a certain point, and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I feel it. I know folks don't feel the same.
I just feel like really all bets is off when it come down to my kids and my wife. That's it. Like if you try to violate them, that you getting your ass whooped. Simple.
Wait a minute, Leroy Sims.
Or you can it can work both ways. Like you can be, your intention is good to defend them, but everybody got somebody that's a winner always a loser somewhere. If somebody winning, somebody losing. You can't control that.
I'm with Leroy Sims. He said you talk your way into an ass whooping if you like it.
You gotta talk. You gotta fight your way out.
Yeah, no, you like Pamela Bell. You on your own. That's funny as fuck.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's a different way to look at it. Now,
Leroy
will I
old as
snap?
hell too.
Yeah.
Come on, Whoopi.
He like
That ass whooping.
Leroy.
All right, I'm trying to listen to y'all and watch Bad Day. Yep, I'm plugging the movie Bad Day on
on Tubi by our very own Mike Jefferson. Hey, listen, I would say this when it comes down to it. Leroy, right? He talking like he in old school. He be like, look, you can go to the cows. But if you get your ass kicked, don't be mad when you get milked. You know what I mean? He say shit like that.
Oh my God, that's horrible. All right, y'all, I'm watching. I ain't staying on the line.
All right, have a good one.
Shot Bad Day, Amazon Prime. So I don't know. When it comes to family, I really won't jump in family shit.
Yeah, well, nah.
I'm not.
It depends on who the family is. I could count on one hand and not even a full hand who I fight for in my family. It's definitely not everybody.
And I'm with you. I ain't gonna lie, my Philly family, y'all in trouble. I don't give a fuck who you.
Yeah.
Because all of them girls, and they will fuck you up.
Yeah.
They've been raised by all men, and they will. I seen my family. The fella just did like this, like get back, just let them. Man, they whipped some nigga rolls asses. And I just look at it, I know the guys was embarrassed. They got whipped by 4 females. It was 7 guys. And yeah, them girls can fight. I won't fuck with them. Anyway, Calvin Deal say facts. Miles Dixon defending somebody with a smart ass mouth or terrible attitude is mistaken for being toughness, or bravery. Yeah, I'm not doing it because here's why. I only got 2 times to tell you. Chill the fuck out.
Yeah, that's it.
Not too.
Hey, no, for real.
The third
I'm
time
with
something
Miles.
happening.
I'm with Miles.
It might take one to calm me down. Listen, if my friend felt like they needed to check me, I trust them to know like it's getting out of control. I'm listening to you that first time.
So then that means you listening to your man off the one time too.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, because he letting you know, babe, I can't fuck with them.
I done had that look, Tamara. I was like, what the shit fuck up.
He like, I'm
okay, I'm gonna be quiet.
I'm 5'11", they 6'9".
Yeah.
I wouldn't care about all of that shit. It's just about what's up, Carly. You on the air?
Good morning, y'all. Good morning.
Good
morning.
Good morning, Dorian.
I feel like, listen, now it's all about your environment, right? And who you deal with, who you hang with. Now, my best friend today is his birthday, right? And he was what you would call one of them shit talking, smart mouth motherfuckers all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say about 40% of the time he could back it up, right? Because I remember we was
You
at
said 40?
40%.
That's a failure rate. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, like, but my whole thing is this, though. At some point, because he had children, he got married. He's been married now, 20 years now.
Mm-hmm.
He decided he stopped going out. Like, you got to be around certain people that will either diffuse the situation or just, you know what I'm saying? Like he just basically stopped going out, start, hey, I'm going to do whatever I'm going to do at home. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come to me,
right.
Which is smart in a sense, but you still have your issues with that. There's been some issues, but at the same time, to me, it's all about your environment, who you deal with, because I have had to be the enforcer in families. I have had to push the needle and have to go out here and do certain things and certain activities that, I ain't going to talk about, but it just doesn't for me now. I just realized my last phone call, just to show you how I'm moving, was this number. What is your number? You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. In other words, I don't call anybody to go hanging. Yesterday, basically, when I called. But what I'm saying, that's the last phone call I've actually made. And so I just don't really float around people who want to be in those, like you said, the shit talking and loud. Like my neighbor, I'm like, dude, we ain't, you know what I'm saying? In my mind, I'm like, my dog don't even like you. So, my real best friend don't like you, but you loud and you want to be cool and you tell everybody business and I already know what that is, right? And you older than me.
Is this your friend or is it somebody you friendly with?
Somebody, I'm my neighbor. You know what I'm saying? He cool, but
friendly with them. Okay.
Yeah, but he always be wanting to go, and I'm like, I don't do no social shit.
Got you.
I don't blame him. It's not about business. I'm good. I just do not associate because out here, like you said before, you could be like you could be falling and break something. At 48, I can't afford to be falling and injuring myself.
Hey, look,
trying to,
when you get over 40, when you fall, you better go to the hospital. That causes that shit cause a blood clot somewhere. You know what I mean? I know 3 people. I know 3 people that died like that.
Damn.
Yeah, because
I don't know people no more because I had a blood clot in my leg, which led to me having a stroke.
Yeah.
Just I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like as we age, all of that rah-rah. You know, you can either handle it like I'm just gonna shoot you, and that's stupid, or I'm just not even gonna be around. Y'all holler at me when y'all get your minds right. Y'all want to talk about something serious. I ain't got time for all that.
That's real. That's the best way to handle it.
That's all I wanted to say.
Definitely.
I feel attacked. I feel like I'm the rah-rah because I'm the one that came in like I'm fighting, and I hear everything y'all saying, and I still gonna fight.
See, you know what? Ask yourself this one time: how many times you been dog walked?
How many times have I been dog walked?
Yeah,
never. I've never. Okay. But see, I think that what the part that people are missing is that I'm not fighting about anything because I know that my friends aren't fighting about anything. If my friend needs to fight, it's important.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? My friend got kids. And if she decide we about to fight about her kids, I'm fighting about her kids. You know what I'm saying? I don't have friends that go to the club, you step on their shoe, and then they ready to go. Them ain't my type of friends. So the folks that I affiliate with,
got you.
Yeah, I am.
I get that.
I'm fine, and they're my friends,
Dorian,
not people that I'm friends with. Bro. Yeah, like, and that's the other thing because I was listening to them talk. Sometimes we mistake my friends with somebody that I'm friendly with. Right. I'm not fighting about somebody that I'm friendly with.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Well, we used to have an old drug neighbor. He was white. When we say the Indian Village, right? We called him Leaky because every time, and look at Kayla, I'm fighting. I know Kayla with them thick ass legs. You rooted to the ground. Shit. And
I'm gonna fight you about her too.
I know. I fight people about Kayla. Kayla don't even like me. Kayla just fine the motherfucker. So no, we call him Leaky because every time he come back, he be sitting on the porch, fucked up, leaking. You know what I mean? Why? He said, man, you know, I tried to stop the niggas from fighting. I said, see, that's what happened.
Yeah.
You know.
Don't involve yourself in shit.
Yeah, but white people in black neighborhoods are funny when you're not from the hood.
Yeah,
now, if you grew up in the neighborhood, you know certain shit you can't do or do. Like, don't jump in between 2 black people fighting, even if they are friends. Let them motherfuckers fight.
Let them get it out.
Don't say shit like, "Oh, you my nigga." Don't do that shit neither. Don't do that. Don't say shit like, "Why the fuck y'all motherfuckers fighting?" Because of them. Why the fuck you black motherfuckers fighting? That's what they heard.
Then they gonna stop fighting and whoop your ass.
There's some fighters in the chat.
Brittany talking about fighting.
Brittany ain't just about to be fighting. She about to be doing kung fu moves and shit, man. She know. Brittany knows some shit. I can tell when somebody knows some shit. Brittany knows something.
First of all, Brittany gonna be like, where my purse gonna be put at? She where my purse gonna sit at?
And the fight gonna matter. Like, we fight about things that matter.
Yeah, if I fight, it's definitely gonna matter. It ain't about to be over nothing stupid. Like,
calm down before I calm you down. That's what that meant.
Yeah.
Calm to Medallo. Yep.
Oh, say that again.
Calm to the dollar.
Oh, that's how you pronounce that. Okay.
Yeah, she got a camel toe. That's what I'm seeing.
Calm down before I calm you down.
Yeah, that's real.
We gonna keep that in the inventory.
A Mexican told me that before then. He damn sure said that. You can calm down before he said that to me. That's what he said.
That's because you about to get that machete.
Yes.
That's why.
Too much to lose. Sorry. Call me a punk or whatever. We gonna talk it out until we talk no more.
Oh no, we ain't calling nobody no punk. How you choose to fight, quote unquote, your battles is how you choose. Yeah. Or de-escalate or not fight at all. Baby, that's you. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gets a piece of judgment for how they choose to handle the situation. It's just we choose differently.
Yeah.
That's it.
So
that's it. That's all.
I don't know.
I'll tell you about this one time in Mexico.
Go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
Well, actually, it was Miami.
Let's talk about
it was Miami, right? Okay, and this is one of those situations where, like, I'm a fight, and that's just what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? It was worth it to me. So, my bestie, she getting married. We in Miami. And we are literally like right down the way from the place where we had the wedding at. Mm-hmm. So, everybody is like, okay, bet. Well, no, we about to go back to the hotel, go by the pool, kick it, and everything like that. So it's the last crew of us. It's her husband, it's me, it's the kids, and it's her cousin. We all in like the little taxi cab and everything, right? So we're going back to the whole hotel. Hotel is right up the way, okay? Like a little piece of $5 to get up there. It's peanuts, okay? So just go up the street. We literally could have walked. Okay, so we get in front of our hotel and the meter wasn't working. So, we little jokingly like, oh, dang, the meter wasn't working. Oh, it's free. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, pulling out money because, again, we ain't went nowhere.
Right.
I guess he took it serious. Thought we was just about to, like, get out and I give him no money. So he starts to pull off. We was like, whoa, dude, we just playing with you. Like, calm down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he like,
English?
y'all. Yeah.
Okay.
So if y'all about to do that, then no, I'm about to go. My best friend in her wedding dress then opened up the door and we like, dude, chill out. You know what I'm saying? Not thinking nothing of it. He takes off. Door open. She was getting out. So now she yelling because her dressing got caught in the door. Oh. You know what I'm saying? Because he trying to take off, trying to be a little smart aleck. Sir, who the hell you thought was about to let you pull off with my friend about to halfway drag out the car?
I get that.
I'm about to beat your ass.
Yeah.
Period. Her husband gonna get you on one side, I'm gonna get you on the other. Get her kids out the car. So now we are in front of the hotel. All the people for this wedding is here. So all you hear is like everything going on.
Damn.
Her mama hanging off the balcony like, oh God, that's my daughter. Yeah, we gonna fight.
Wow.
We're
So who
gonna
threw the
fight.
first punch while I was still in the car?
Let me think. I want to say husband probably did because I ended up having to get out and I got him from outside of the car.
Okay.
Because his window was down. So yeah, sir, you won't get jumped.
Good.
So eventually he ended up pulling off whatever, all the doors and stuff like that was open, and cousin and the kids that got all the things out of the car. But it was like,
y'all save money.
I'm fighting.
Shit, right.
I'm fighting.
I'm with Calvin said I'd rather not fight always. Will if it comes to it.
And Dorian made a great point. He said when women fight, that leads to more fights, and then when men fight, that leads to death. So I understand that you know why? Because that be that ego, male egos, dog. I don't understand why men can't take an ass whooping. Like,
I'm gonna tell you why it's embarrassing.
I mean, yeah,
it's fucking embarrassing.
I feel like it's more embarrassing now than what it was back then.
Yeah, and you're gonna lose your woman.
It's on social media.
Because I'm gonna leave you.
Yeah. I feel like it was worse. I feel like it's worse now because somebody could just bring it up randomly and shoot it to somebody and look what happened to your homeboy. You know what I'm saying? So I could understand now being more embarrassing. But back then I ain't care. Okay,
first of all,
I won some, I lost some. It's cool.
I never lost a fight until when I was bullied. I only lost fights I was bullied. No,
Damn, I ain't lose no fight being bullied.
I was bullied for like 2 years. And then my brother, Leon, he said, hey, man, if you don't fight him, you got to fight me. And my mother locked the door on me. I went back, I beat his ass.
Right.
I mean, I really beat his ass to the point to where he was like, hey, Pete, man, I'm going to the store. You want something?
yeah, that's how I be.
Friends, not.
That's crazy how you beat somebody's ass. They wouldn't be cool with you.
Right, you'd be friendship
I
in him.
mean, knocking on my door like, hey, man, I'm going to Perry Market. You want something? You know? What you mean, Miles?
Respect now.
Right,
Yeah.
most definitely. And plus, my brother ain't no punk. Like, he wasn't no punk at all. Like, he the type of motherfucker. People used to like, hey, man, okay, no slamming and no hitting in the face. So everywhere he punched, they were just swelling up with purple spots.
Yeah.
So he taught me how to like really use my size because I was small.
Got you. Crack some ribs and all that. Yeah.
Calvin said, rather not fight. Always will if it comes to it, and that's what I'm on. I would rather not fight you. Do you see how cute I be sometimes?
I'm chilling. I like to chill,
I'm about to purposely
man.
go out here and just be fighting people.
Yeah.
But if I have to,
I don't know.
I don't know. You see these nails?
Okay, now that's
I'm not trying to break a nail. You know what I'm saying? I'm not instigating things. But I will.
But you got the best fight de-escalator anyway. If somebody get in your face, boop, that's it. That's it.
Move. Okay.
There you go.
I wish I would. I wish a female would try to poke me in the eye.
Nah, that's good for when women versus women. That ain't gonna work on no man.
Yeah. You be sitting there sodomizing yourself. So listen, y'all. Thank y'all for watching the Rise of Crime Morning Show. It's almost that time. I thought it was 10:30. We
good.
We good. Tam, you ain't ready to go, are you?
Listen, I'll let you know when I gotta.
Yeah.
Church finger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, y'all almost got into a fight in church before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. How did it play out?
People prayed for us.
Well, you know what? Okay, old school Baptist, and it wasn't me though. It was like my elders, like my granddaddy. He didn't popped off with somebody at one point in time, and my mama did too, because my mom was in the choir, so she was already up there by the podium. So she was just like, "Well, I'm right here right now," and my mom bought that life, so she was like, and it was about me. It's always about family. Like, don't disrespect my kids, don't disrespect my family. Yeah. So yeah.
Who disrespected you?
You know what? Because I'm still actually quite cool with a lot of these people, like their kids and stuff. So I'ma leave it at my mama felt like I was disrespecting, and she needs to make sure on good Sunday morning service that folks knew.
Got you. Okay,
that she appreciated.
That's what's up. Tell me what about you?
She was singing, "Oh thy Lord, let me not kill him." Let me not kill him. Okay. With Shanny.
No, I never had a fight in church.
Oh.
Okay.
No,
Miles.
I said something disrespectful in church. A woman called the Holy Ghost. I said, "Let that bitch go."
Wait a minute.
I mean, she kicked me in my nut.
Oh.
While she was catching the fake Holy Ghost?
Yes.
Don't do fake though, because what you don't know is that it was fake. Don't do that.
Listen. I've seen two different types of Holy Ghost, and they hit different.
Okay.
When they real, ain't nobody just laying on the floor shaking around and kicking. When it's real, they can't stop running. That's what it is. They got to run it off. I noticed the difference.
And they be crying.
Yes, that too.
Yeah. And I be telling people, I said, "Let that bitch go." And
to catch the Holy Ghost.
Then nobody said, "Did you call my mother bitch?"
Catch the Holy Ghost, not a seizure. Go ahead.
It's the spirit of Kellogg.
You don't know how somebody catches their Holy Ghost.
No, you do. You can tell the difference. You can tell the difference. When people they barely can breathe and they sound like an orgasm. Anyway, they probably wasn't.
But no, you had said that in church, and then what happened?
The guy was like, "You call my mother a bitch?" I'm like, "Yes." I mean, she need me in my nuts.
Right.
No Holy Spirit gonna do that to you.
Hey, that's real.
See, the Holy Spirit gonna be like, "Knee him in the nuts." You know what I mean?
She didn't do it on purpose. Exactly. Did she?
She was faking, and she didn't know where she was at. Richard, he said, "Good morning, Rise and Grind." Good morning, Richard.
Good morning.
Yo, what up, though?
I'm telling you, church is the worst place in a lot of cases. I'm telling you, they do the worst shit.
I ain't almost get into a fight in church, but I almost witnessed some of my family members get into it in church over just stupid dick and pussy politics.
Yeah,
like dog, why? In church, in church, like, come on, bro.
Why the pastor fucking everybody?
And those won't even be the reasons why they be in there fighting.
Yeah,
because somebody
them drummers.
No, the drummers be messy.
The musicians. Because let me tell you, I say this all the time. Don't give me no man with no position in no church. I don't want it.
That's real.
I don't care what you do. Deacon, the preacher, the musician, nothing.
You been watching The Shine lately?
Usher, I don't want them.
Yeah.
Hey, you mean respectfully speaking?
No, The Shine.
Oh no.
Anybody watch The Shine? No. Oh my God, it's hilarious.
I have been watching it lately.
Oh, I heard he running through them chicks.
Yeah.
The pastor?
Yeah. Well, the pastor assistant. Yeah.
I heard he just knocking on the door like, "You want to get this union?"
Yeah. You want me to pray for you? Yeah.
You mean lay this penis on you? Hey, y'all, give us a call, 810-560-0658, 810-560-0658. Y'all are watching the Rise and Grind Morning Show right here on the Wednesday morning. We're waiting for a few more people to come up through. What?
Do y'all expect y'all friends, family, or mate to step behind y'all?
Yes.
Yeah, hell
if I'm losing, help me, nigga.
My wife gonna try to get me not to fight. To be honest, she would try to get me not to fight. But if it really came down to it, she'll let me go at it. She ain't gonna.
She like, baby, whip his ass.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I mean, like, do you expect them to step up for you?
Oh no, I don't expect
fight for you.
Nah, unless it's it have to be somebody of the opposite sex.
Yeah,
it would have to be.
No, I wouldn't expect it, and I don't start fights. You know what I'm saying?
I don't start nothing with nobody.
Ain't nobody come in and be like, "Man, I ain't to go fight by Tam." That don't happen.
You think you go plant your ass in here?
That's not gonna happen. Hey,
What up?
You Yeah, no, you ain't gotta fight. You ain't got to. Now, if you do, I'll appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I respect Todd's response, but help me. Hey, look, if you
No,
see,
no. Don't help me if you see another man try to fight me or attack me or whatever. Leave it alone.
No, right.
Let it play out. If you see a woman trying to attack me, you better jump in.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because if I knock her
who you
ass
talking
out,
to?
I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
Who you talking to, ma'am? Me right there.
Yeah.
Like your row.
Let me. Hey, where you going?
I'm gonna stop this right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I done seen my boy girl, but like, chick try to jump in here, like she like, you don't want to do that.
Calm as hell. When they come like that, you gotta relax. Yeah.
Hold on, wait. That used to be my scare tactic when I was younger, when I was smaller. I was like, hey man, you ain't want these problems, bro. Hope you don't swing. This nigga don't not swing on me.
Was it working?
It worked for a minute till one day one boy just like, pah! I was like, oh, that's how we gonna do. My jump was like, nigga, help, nigga. Yeah, I used to fake a lot when I was younger, when I was smaller. But as soon as I got some weight on me, when I got to like 150, and I finally hit somebody and I knocked them out, I was like, ooh, that was all the frustration of people fucking with me.
Yeah.
Y'all ever talked your way out?
Shit.
Of ass whooping? What? I don't think I talked my ass. I don't think I talked my way out of an ass whooping. I did. Well, no, actually, I did. I joked my way out of getting jumped. I didn't care about fighting one-on-one, but I joked my way out of getting jumped. What happened was these niggas was mad at me over a girl, of course, and I guess they was all trying to get at her. And I'm like, bro, are y'all seriously about to try to fight me over this girl? Like, let's be real here. Y'all about to really sit up here and try to fight me? All of y'all big as hell. You see me, and over this one girl, it's plenty of girls around. Y'all really about to do that? Y'all need to start questioning y'all sexuality. So he was.
You told him that?
Huh?
You told him to question their sexuality?
Yeah. Then they started like, who you talking to? Who you talking to? I'm like, dog, think about it. Y'all about to jump me over one girl, and then y'all all about to jump me. Y'all see me, bro. Why would y'all try to jump me?
That's not a flex.
At this time, I'm like 135, so I'm
not a flex.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like,
you should have been a police negotiator. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Like, why you want you? Don't you have more to live for?
Yeah. Well, you got a good sense of humor, though.
Yeah.
Gift and gab. You can really get yourself out of a lot of stuff. Because I know I do.
I did. I remember this motherfucker came to me. He like a motherfucker like, hey, dog, let me holler at you. I said, I'm right here, bro. No, nigga, I need to holler at you outside. I said, look, man, I got a studio. Don't you rap? Then he like,
hold on.
Then he like, what the fuck that got to do with it?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, bro, if you mad, I'm just saying what I can do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He looked at me.
We can handle this right now in the studio.
Right now. I give you 8 hours, bro.
Okay.
Like,
Listen, that's so nice.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah,
That was a
Can't
good
even
one.
stay man no more.
Like, you can write a diss record about me.
Wait, how much you an hour, man? I said, don't even worry about it, bro.
Yeah.
That
He's
nigga like, all right, then.
Brittany said.
Cut tomorrow.
Todd, you still want that.
Actually, I take that. No, I'm not. A good 170 by now.
Damn.
Yeah. See, Brittany, we're talking about me prior to me actually working out. You know, I didn't have no muscle on me. I was strong. I didn't have no muscle on me though.
But he's strong now.
He's strong. Right now,
I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't strong when I was 150, but I had a lot of anger in me. You know what I mean? And I was just like, from the waist down, I was like thick. I used to just squat a whole lot. And when I was
so you wanted an ass?
No, that's what women do. You do when you playing football. You squat for leg strength.
Oh. I was just asking a question. Carry on. I just want to get clarity. Hey, good morning.
I swear to God, I would smack the shit out you.
You can't reach down here.
Listen, I was thinking y'all safe distance from each other.
We are today.
Oh yeah, y'all violent.
Cause yesterday, she was holding me back my liquor from me. I was like, let me get the red wine. She's like,
as a bartender, I have the right to refuse service.
That's right.
We need someone with sense. Thank you.
Yeah, anyway, so, but I'm not gonna lie. With my friends, I fight for before I fight with my family.
Miles.
Brittany, where you at?
To my mind, you ain't strong at 300 pounds. First of all, Brittany, I don't weigh no 300 pounds. And I never said I was strong. I'm about to make it all sad. I have muscle neuropathy, right?
I ain't about to go and get serious. We out here cracking jokes.
Cute man. Okay, Shannon, I can't wait. No.
Where's the violins? That's what he do to us. Where's the violin? Hold on.
Use your whiskers. Listen,
I don't have whiskers.
Anyway, so Carly on air.
Hey man.
Say man.
Say man.
Say man.
I don't really care for how Brittany Chanel coming for these men's physical characteristics in these comments.
It's all right. Hey, Cal, listen. Don't even worry about it because when she throw on one of them things again, I got her.
I got her too.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
No.
I don't want to have to lean forward.
Don't worry about it. We talk about it amongst men.
Oh, okay, yep, that's fine.
I just had to defend y'all one time.
We good, Cal. It's all good.
Checking in. International.
Brittany just in a joking mood because she on a boat somewhere.
Yeah, she
on a boat.
She like work.
Yeah.
And her flippy floppies.
Okay. I like the jam.
Jada Jones, don't be late today. I don't know what that means.
Hey, Rhea, girl.
Make sure you check in with us.
Jada coming on. Hey, Jada. We went to Cheetahs yesterday.
Brittany friends fight for her.
Say it again.
She said.
Say it another time. Because you didn't call me and you was around the corner. You lucky.
Oh, y'all, I can see y'all be fighting.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all fight each other. Y'all fight about each other.
He'll call me for starters. He'll call me if he want me to pick up a plate. But you ain't gonna call me when you go to Cheetah, Banana, Fatiti, whatever, around the corner from my house.
Well, you could have walked around. Listen, it was.
How did I know you were there?
Oh,
you didn't. Right, you didn't say nothing.
Well, originally me and Shannon were just gonna go to Club Celebrities.
Real.
Wait.
You ain't even say nothing. You just like, oh, you ain't got your car right now? Oh, okay, bye. Get off my phone. And then next thing I know, I went to Cheetah Steph for DBTBs. And it was so great. It was so good. Guess what? I can go today.
Yes, very much so.
I hope you know you
She came here to check you, sir.
Hey, so Gigi, since you came late, when are some times that you would go ahead and fight?
What time?
When are some times when you would fight for your friends or for your loved ones?
I've only had a few fights in my life, and 2 of them was friends. Well, okay.
You fighting your friends?
No, I wasn't fighting my friends, but fighting for my friends because the first time the girl came to our house, to our party, thinking you were going to fight my friend. That's a mistake.
She had a lot of balls.
Yeah, she
That's a mistake. She was
We
half
fighting.
white, and she had a white friend, but her white friend ran. That's stupid. Like, why you gonna let her hype you up to get your ass whooped? Anyway, neither here or there. Then the second time, it was the same. So we beat up the same girl 3 times, and then she got it.
Jesus.
Now, how long ago was this?
I only
She
fought
like
in
last
college.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I've only fought in college. I didn't have to fight throughout my
High school? Wow.
And she went to Cody. That's what's surprising. All the girls at
I
Cody
didn't fight in
fight.
high school neither, but I went to
don't.
Renaissance.
First of all,
Did I fight in high school?
my mouth was so, I don't know, in my presence, my mouth in my presence was so stellar. Like, they didn't.
So you
mess with
saying
me
your
like
mouth
that.
is stellar?
You know what?
I just talking about, you
I know
said
I set myself up for that.
You
But
did.
I'm not going to, you know. I see where you're going. But we ain't gonna go there. I know, right? I'm gonna keep it daytime TV. I'm gonna keep it daytime TV, but
you
you
said
know,
I didn't. Go ahead.
whatever. So
my mouth was so stellar.
No, but like I cut with my words and my presence, so I just never had the issue.
Got you.
So then once I got to college, it was like, oh, y'all trying to play me because we in Mount Pleasant. We in the middle of nowhere. I guess nobody had nothing else better to do type deal. And I just had to let them know where I was from once, twice, or 3 times.
Damn. What?
But it was like the same girl. And then I had got banned for Lansing for a fight.
No, so wait.
You got
Lansing?
banned from the city?
Yeah. I can't go there.
No more? Ever?
I can go. Hold on. let me clarify. I can go.
But your ass better not get in trouble.
That's right. There it is. I can't. The police can't run my name. Run my name.
Got you. Okay.
They be like, oh, so you that little knee girl.
Right. So
anyway, you know.
So it was just 2 altercations in Lansing. So one, we beat up these girls, and end up having to get escorted out the back because they thought we was gone. If they let us out in the same.
Rather tat.
Now, do you feel like these fights? Do you feel like they was worth it?
Yeah, because it takes a lot for me to put my hands on somebody, and 9 times out of 10, it's out of defending myself. Shut up.
See?
I ain't put my hands on.
Oh, God. Great aim. He goes down on the Rise of Christ show.
Yeah. But you ain't see that skill.
Mom used to get stuff thrown at him, apparently, because he looked so good. Got up out the way.
No, but it take a lot for me to actually fight, because I have too much to lose. Like, even when I was younger, I'm like, I'm cute. I don't need to fight. Like,
Who thought you was cute though?
Cal said you don't even look like an easy win in the fight either.
I'm not, because it's gonna take when I actually have to throw hands. First of all, I am skilled. Second of all, it's gonna have all of the anger that may have been pent up in frustration. Yeah. I'm going to take it out in that one fight.
Will any of that stellarness come out?
These hands.
Oh, okay.
These hands.
2 hands and 1.
I hate you.
Oh man,
you do this on a regular.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh my God.
But no, when it takes a lot for me to actually be in a physical altercation. You're not. I hate you. He is, and it's like every time I be like, "This is the person.
This is the boss.
This is the boss," and you wonder why we like this.
From Friends of the Court, I'm not a boss. I am the janitor. I clean up around this bitch. I do everything besides,
The boss does everything.
Yeah. What he said.
That's what they said. So listen, what time is it? Can we go to break early?
I'm a lover, not a fighter, but don't push me. See, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
You ain't doing shit. Go back to what you was doing. You could have been your ass here.
No, but
she doing what she want to do.
It don't even have to result to that.
Tuning in.
Don't start fighting, please.
Me?
Do she look like she about to fight today?
Do I? Listen,
right? Okay. Did she look like she came for problems?
I didn't come here for problems. I told y'all what I got planned for today.
Here for?
She here to be pretty impressed.
Listen.
I don't know.
Okay, not tomorrow. I don't know.
You know what I mean? That's another story.
It's another story.
Shout out to everybody who's joining in today. Who's watching us. I really appreciate every last one of you. Yeah, bring back some of that weather.
I'm on the already hot.
Okay.
Y'all know where to get back again.
Y'all know what that's from?
I'm
on the beach.
I'm on the beach.
Go down dirty chain.
I love that.
Yes. Oh, that's one of my favorite parts.
I'm next, Brittany. I'll be on the beach next.
I'm on the beach.
That's the only reason I remember that.
I love that movie.
I'm about to say something wrong with that man.
You always say something wrong. What's different?
I ain't know the sissy died neither. He was funny. He was funny.
Oh yeah, he was funny.
Miss Peaches.
That's the terminology we using.
Yeah, sissy.
Okay.
That's actually good for
you can't use the other word.
I can say fudge packers. I can say camel humpers.
You don't have to say anything. You don't have to say anything. Okay.
I'm a Joy Boys.
I'm a Joy Boys.
Okay.
I never heard that one.
Okay. Oh, that was one of my favorite movies. That was the first DVD I ever bought.
I thought you was about to say candy bar. I was going to say,
You see?
Yep. Cal knew what was up.
Yeah.
But Andre Shane, I'm gonna watch that.
The only reason I remember that is because that was the best Jada ever looked in her life.
That was the best Jada ever looked. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Now she like a rough dyke.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
But yes, Blood Andre Shane is.
We
so
say
good.
dyke, can't we?
Yeah.
We say dyke. Okay.
Say everything
Can't, cause they be switching it up. You know, one day you can say something, the next day you can't.
Oh yeah, man, I don't care. I don't care. Either way, I don't care. Man. I be making up names like I don't say what? I don't say transvestite or I just say transformer. Like I just make up shit. You know, I don't do all of that.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
Oh wait, do we talk about current news? I know. I feel like this.
No, go ahead. We can. We done already went through
what's current.
Yeah, what's current?
I mean, the Tyler Perry situation.
No,
it's making me.
That. I don't think it's real.
I don't think it is.
What's real? What exactly?
It's giving he mad because the relationship over.
Yeah, I think so.
So okay. Oh, so y'all ain't heard about it. So boom.
The only thing I heard about was after when him accepting his awards or whatever. He was just basically talking about, hey, y'all keep showing up for me, black women, and I'm about to do it again with another movie or another show.
Oh yeah, no. So he got sued for $260 million from this gentleman that was on the Oval. For sexual harassment.
Wow.
$260.
And he's released text messages.
Yeah. And
in reviewing it all, it's giving money grab. It's giving hella money grab. It's and based off of the conversation, it was really like based off of this, all of this is alleged. Tyler liked the boys. Okay, so there's that on that. You know what I'm saying? There's that on that. Nobody at this point cares because we've been pretty much known that. Right. So he in the text messages and he's having these conversations, and it just really seemed like a dude shooting his shot at another dude. Like it wasn't giving. Okay, you better do this or else. It wasn't giving none of that.
He got hemorrhoids and he's embarrassed right now. That's what's giving. Hey y'all, it's 10:30. We about to go to the break right quick. We'll be right back. Y'all watching the right. Yeah, that's what can happen. We'll be right back.
I don't know. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, you never
go
had
to the
anal?
break.
You never had anal?
Go to the back.
What? Go to break.
Go to break. Okay, we right.
Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with a growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with podcasting. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcastic, the home for indie podcasts and content creators.
I pray that my love for you is bigger than what my parents have.
So you must be my daughter's new friend?
Candy, let me ask you a question.
Oh, so this him? This the man that comforts you more than me?
Mama, all men ain't like daddy. That's not fair!
So I'm gonna be like Queen Latifah and these bitches set it off. I ain't risking my life for no $2,000. You got $1 million in the hood. Somebody gonna fuck around and rob that motherfucker. You see a bitch and smack a bitch.
Hey, real quick, I know you guys are enjoying the show. Yes, we are always having a good time on the Rise and Grind show. But please, do me a favor. Go to YouTube, type in Rise and Grind Morning Show. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Therefore, you can always be in tune with our live content and interact with us, be in the comments, and we can keep bringing dope, hot content to you. Now, we're going right back to the show.
I know that's right.
I wanted y'all to play the morning show again, the intro song. The intro song hitting.
Thank you.
You like it? Monday through Friday. Dun, 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 dun. I Yeah.
That boom get everything but the boom. I can't stand that part. Boom! Wake up, like.
I like it.
Hey,
it wakes you up.
Hey, man,
it gives what it's supposed to give early in the morning.
It wakes you up.
Wake you up.
Boom.
Wake up. Anyway,
wake up.
No,
It's like that's what I expect after like. This would be a girl. Wake up. Okay.
And they should start doing a dance routine.
Yeah.
I like it.
Now I want to make one.
Hey, we need a dance group.
Again, leave those other colors alone. Yeah, I agree. I think black people need to stick with black people. I'm sorry. I mean, or colored people need to stay with colored people. You know, stay in the color family. Caucasians are not good for you.
Y'all niggas getting on my nerves.
Go ahead.
No, you're not joking. It's okay, Gigi. It's alright.
No, the niggas get on my nerves, but I ain't turned yet. So.
I'm about to say, any black woman want to suck a pink penis, that's on them.
I'm just saying though.
I haven't, but I'm open. I'm not gonna limit myself. They don't really seem to
be out here like hurting. I'm just saying.
What's that?
I don't really seem like they out here hurting too much. You know what I'm saying? They stay quietly to themselves in their business. They don't mind nothing. But what they got going on at the house, they don't talk badly about nobody.
Cause you know
they
what?
just be go over
Every
there.
time they go to bed,
don't limit myself.
Every time they go to bed, that white man be like, I swear to God, you go back, I'll kill you. Kill your whole fucking family.
Okay, that's what the black folks be saying too. Though. I'm just saying.
I was about to say, I've been threatened by our kind, so a threat is a threat. I don't care what color it is.
Yeah, same here. It don't matter.
A white person.
Somebody done
but a black
whispered
person
in my
ain't
ear,
gonna-
"You never leave me."
A black person ain't gonna cook you.
A black person not gonna cook you.
Ain't gonna cook you and eat you.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I mean, but at the point where I'm dead,
That's
it doesn't really
when
matter.
I'm dead.
Somebody, I guess.
For no Jeffries.
Well, you know, first of all, white folks will cut you up, eat you, and feed you to your kids. Your kids, like, it's the best steak we ever had.
And a black woman will cut up and dislocate and put them in the freezer and save them for another day. What's the difference?
I don't like your attitude. So I'm just saying.
Listen, everybody is capable of doing bad things, regardless of
I'm
their
sorry.
race.
Them Caucasians
on their level of
Go
crazy.
ahead and be with somebody that
Caucasians
makes you
different.
happy.
Them Caucasians different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some might say the same
I don't
thing.
know though.
about
Like,
us.
every
I'm
girl,
just
every
saying.
black girl that I know date somebody white, they cool.
Come
I
on
mean,
now.
they have to be.
No,
Shit,
I don't think it's a have to be because most of the time they wasn't wild like that anyway. Like most of the black girls that I know that date white, they don't just date white and be like, I'm sticking to white guys.
Right.
They date whatever they like. Yeah, they not just they get with a white man and be like, I'm done with black men. Blah blah blah. They don't do that typical stupid stuff that most women be
I just
doing.
know what God do, right? God don't let lions fuck tigers. You know what I mean? I mean, it's
But
just,
it's happened.
No, it hasn't. They've been forced to do it. Yeah. They don't
At
do it.
this point, stop.
A lion ain't just gonna walk up to a tiger.
No,
like,
no, it don't. No.
I just follow God's law. Follow God's law. You
No, don't stop bringing God into this.
Why not?
Stop.
Why not?
It has nothing to do with the conversation right now.
It does.
No,
God,
it
God is
doesn't.
always with us.
He is.
Always with us, but we be out here making our own personal decisions outside of God and how He guides us.
Absolutely.
So, you know, it don't be Him all the time now. Y'all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
God
And
sees
Sometimes y'all fornicate when y'all feel like it.
I'm with you.
Right?
I'm with
Without
you.
marriage.
Well, why we gotta use that big of a word?
I'm just joking.
Wait for
said, hold on,
education.
that vocabulary.
Syllables. Sir, what are you doing?
We just gotta love.
Sin is sin. That's all I'm gonna say. That's a 3-letter word.
Say sin is sin.
Exactly.
Sin is
At the end of the
both.
day.
You know what I'm saying? We got all the words in.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Yeah, so ain't nothing wrong with it. We all do our ungodly thing. It's not a big deal. It's levels to it. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna hurt nobody unless I have to. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody in this room gonna kidnap nobody's kids. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's levels. Yeah, it's levels
First of
to
all,
how
I
bad.
can't deal with all the crying. I don't.
Kidnapping kids.
Why do I gotta kidnap your child?
That's crazy. Taking children that don't belong to you. Insanity.
Yeah.
Insanity. Like, why do you want to have a crying child?
Right, exactly.
Like what? You know that's gonna happen.
But anybody be out here stealing kids.
Anybody ever try to kidnap my kids, they gonna be ready to send them back. Because they be talking shit.
Okay.
Both of them.
Because especially nowadays, kids different.
Like, hold on, do you have kids yourself, sir? Because I don't see why you're kidnapping us.
Like, hold on.
Yeah.
They don't send Evan back. They was like, this nigga costs too much.
Yeah.
Right, you hungry? You want to eat that?
Hey, look, you done had me in the car for 4 hours. So, yeah, I need to eat again.
Hold on. You said you're not going to eat this?
I truly believe that had I been a child that was kidnapped, they would have gave me back. Because I talked a lot.
Yeah.
But then I probably would have bothered them.
I think anybody, I think so too.
Yeah.
I'm the only child too.
Because
So
I feel like I would
would've-
have talked myself out of it. Because I was talking to the police this one time.
take me out. I'm
Wait a
trying
minute. I was about to tell too much of my business.
You know, but go ahead, finish
No,
your business.
that's okay. Go ahead to the next topic.
You know, okay. Well, the next topic right now.
Going too much right
So
fast.
what's been saddening me recently on current news is what's going on with the chick Zari. You hear about
that's on.
Zari?
No.
What about
happening?
her?
That was on life support.
No, the dog. This guy killed his wife.
Oh.
It started with an argument online.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
He aired out their business online.
Oh, that was his fault then.
No, it was both of theirs. Because she's like, just give me my phone. Yep, I'm going to fuck him anyway. Blah, blah.
Oh,
It was ugly.
Damn, that's horrible.
And then 2 hours later, she was dead. And then he killed himself another hour and a half later.
That's such a sucker.
That is exactly.
She was making statuses.
It sounded like they were both toxic.
Oh, so
Like,
so
all
she
the-
started it. He just fed into it.
No, he
both of them was
actually went
toxic.
live first, and he was explaining his side of the story. She didn't like it. She wanted to tell her side of the story. He didn't want her to tell that side, and he was like, "You ready to die about it?" And she was like, "Well, I'm not ready to die about this information, y'all, so I'm not gonna say it." But
And then he hit her,
died
and then the phone went.
And then
Oh, wow.
they were
Yeah, it
on
got
live.
wild.
And they were together while they were going
They
live.
were married. They got 2 kids. They left behind the 2 kids because he killed her.
Unalived.
And then, unalived her. And
He deaded her.
There you
he
go.
took her car and they found him and then
Now y'all get politically correct.
That's ridiculous.
That's wild.
Ain't nothing that deep. Ain't nothing that deep, man.
It
I mean, I know. I'm sorry, but
Don't love me that much that you gonna kill me.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Made
on
that type of love never.
No,
Find me.
start with yourself.
Well, people say I love you to death. Death do us part.
No.
damn.
And it does sound like from all the people who were like watching and everything, they said that it was both of them.
Both
like
of
you
them.
didn't really have like people that was
Yeah.
sad with one or the other. They was like
Both of them was
No.
toxic.
In a situation like that, it's both.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of who drove who to who or what point, y'all both played a part in that. But that is such a disheartening story
it was
because you leave behind your
Children.
family, and now your children have to pick up the pieces. And not only that, but this was something that was public, so this is something that they can always go back to, reference, or something that is consistently in their face.
So y'all telling me this all started because dude was a Tinder dick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, wait a minute. First of all, she married the guy out of jail. He was fresh out of prison.
Oh, that was the first
He
mistake.
married her because he said pretty much to stay with me, you're going to have to marry me.
Yeah.
And he married her.
Yeah. But
That was bad in you. That was bad from the start.
And so
How long was
if
he
it
in
don't
prison?
start right, it won't end right. That's what my grandmama always
Wait,
said.
I need to know that. How long was he in prison before he got out and all of that? Nobody know that?
I don't keep up with.
But
Okay.
his brothers went online. Her brother and his brother went online, and they were saying both of them was toxic too. Both of them saying they both need to leave each other alone.
Absolutely.
It was sad.
And the thing is about dudes that be in prison, one thing I learned is that a lot of guys get locked up and stay the same age when they get out.
Very true.
So
to back up. Yeah, I mean to say, but they will remember the guy that killed his girl and put her hands on, put
Her on the grill. He was black in the hood.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
That was charcoal pute. I remember they did that. But God knew you were going to go to do it first. He's all knowing, most definitely. Yeah, I mean that, by the way, is sexy in person. I seen her yesterday. They both were airing each other's dirty doings, most definitely.
Yeah, but like that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of dudes don't be mature. Like I know a guy that actually did time in prison.
Shut up,
Brittany.
Brittany laughing saying you Americans.
Yeah, but
you American black.
All right.
You American black.
Yeah, you blacks. Yeah, I know how Brittany talk. Yeah, but no, seriously though, like a lot of guys that be in prison, they don't grow up mentally. You know what I'm saying? They be sitting in there the same age they was. Half of them be getting locked up and don't even come out swole. Like what you in prison for? What was you doing the whole time?
They want some
you
booty.
wasn't reading. You wasn't working out.
They wanted booty.
Like,
you didn't write a book.
Like nigga, what? Like how?
Very true, Dorian. God is always using people as examples. Definitely. Oh yeah. I mean, he's sexy as hell. I would just say this. It was very disheartening to read the comments on the things they had to say about the young lady, on the way they took their pictures. She took pictures always half naked. And that's
He
why,
did?
No, she was. I mean, she took her maternal pictures like it wasn't nothing, like naked, like and put them on public shit, like
Yeah, top of the top, caller, you on the air.
That's Dorian.
What's up?
Yo, what up?
Hey.
Hi.
Hey, Tam and Shan.
Hey.
GG.
Oh, GG too. I'm sorry.
No, I ain't care if you said her name, but
I think y'all listened out her, or y'all might do.
But go, what's up, Cal? What was you about to say?
The girl was I happened to catch it. The girl was she was the CO in the prison while he was locked up.
Okay, thank you, Cal. I needed some context.
That's how they got together.
Okay, all right. I needed some context. Thank you. Now that sounds like a very toxic situation to begin with. Yeah,
but at the same time, it's very disheartening to see the response. Black people, we are the worst on each other on the response. We are our worst enemies in a lot of ways. And I'm not gonna say it's gonna take centuries to fix what we go through mentally. You know what I mean? And the things we accept or excuse people for doing. But he killed himself as he unalived her. He did a pussy move.
Start with you first.
Yeah.
She
What you
was
mean?
gonna speak on
You said what, Cal?
The girl was gonna speak. She was speaking on I guess he was trying to maybe get at his one of his homies' girl or something like that, and I guess he didn't want that type of information out there or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she said it. It's supposed to be the H word getting thrown around about giving some type of disease to. So,
Good Lord.
Yeah, they was trained, cheating, trading diseases, all of that. So it was like
no, they were trading diseases.
It's too much. It was too much.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
it was a lot.
So it was a lot to it.
Yeah, that's messed up.
She had the bumps. She had bumps.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. Anyway, y'all, we're about to get into it. We're about to break for like 2 minutes, and we'll come back with a mayoral writing candidate, Mr. Arnold Boyd. We'll be right back. Y'all watching the Rise and Grind Morning Show right here on podcast. We'll be right back.
For sure.
My face is...
Yo, what?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
His love supersedes mine?
You've been reading my journal? Daddy, that's my private stuff. That's not fair.
Ain't nothing private in this house. You don't pay for nothing, so you don't pay for nothing to be private.
Daddy, I love him. Mama, I love him. Daddy, I love him more than you. I know that you love me, but he does too. So Daddy, please accept him as I do. No, he's not a millionaire, and yes, he has a past, but he loves me honestly, and that's all I ask. He doesn't have a mansion or a house on a hill, but when he tells me he loves me, I know that it is real love. Daddy, I love him. Oh yeah. Mama, I love him. Mama, I love him. Daddy, I love him more than you. I know that you love me. I know that you love me. He does too. He does too. Yeah. So Daddy, please accept him as I do. I do. Yeah.
to say something.
What you about to say, Gigi?
Nothing. Shan caught me.
Yes.
Shan caught me.
I'm so glad.
And the camera almost did too.
Oh,
All right.
yo, you're twerking for Jesus.
No. Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back to the Rise and Grind Morning Show. We have to get off the topic of, but I don't know.
No, we gonna ask him too.
Okay, let's ask him. Arnold, Arnold Boyle is a mayoral candidate, write-in candidate for Detroit. He's running for Detroit, so we're gonna hear him out. Mayor of Detroit, and we hear him out, see what he got to say, and we gonna listen to ask some questions. But before we get started, Arnold, we got to ask you: are you obligated to fight your friends or fight your friends
for your friends and family,
or make battles?
Thank you, Gigi.
Shut up, Gigi.
Explain to me what you mean by that.
If they fighting, are you gonna jump in?
No.
Listen, this man is running for mayor.
he got a lot to lose. He got a lot to lose here. You know?
Good answer. Good answer.
Good answer. It's like, although if you hadn't said that you was gonna fight, I would have been like, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I think we got enough fights to battles to fight on our own. Than jumping in other people's battles.
I know that's right.
That's true.
Now that's a politically correct answer. Good answer. Clap that T.
Okay, you got
don't do that.
No.
I've been telling him to stop doing it. I've been telling him to stop. He don't listen to me.
Todd, get your man.
Todd said he don't listen to me.
I've been trying, y'all.
Yeah.
He have in the comments.
I be in the comments, all that. Like, men do not clock tea. I see it all the time.
Okay, well, let's talk coffee then. Let's do
No,
this.
just stop. Don't do it. Leave it to me. I'm going with the nail.
Okay.
You gotta have nails to do it.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all some freaks. Anyway, let's get right down to it. We got the Arnold Boyd is sitting with us, y'all. Arnold, I just gotta ask a question to you. Why did you decide to get into the mayoral run?
A lot of reasons. First is I'm tired of voting for people and it's not translating to economic power for the inner city. It's not translating to the inner city just in general. We keep voting for people with name recognition, career politicians, and trying to figure out why the laws and they're not reflective of the community. So I wanted to get into the race as a person that's been through a lot of what Detroit has been through and give them Detroit as a different option as a mayor.
Okay.
Is there something specific that you feel like doesn't go well in the city of Detroit that you want to go in tackling?
It'd be everything. It's no one thing. And as I dig more into Detroit politics, I'm seeing that there's more and more stuff that need to be brought to light. Infrastructure. Right now Detroit is boasting a balanced budget with a $300 million surplus, but it's easy to balance a budget when you omit line items that need to be addressed. There's a big bond payment coming up that, I haven't heard anybody talk about. There's major infrastructure problems that we need to deal with for lead in the water.
We got lead in our water?
Lead in the water. Sewers crumbling, on the east side.
Oh, I understand.
Oh, okay.
That's the east side. Go ahead.
Well, where would somebody go if they wanted to get this information? Because if I had to speak personally, I don't necessarily go to meetings where they talk about these things. But in order for us to know it, where should the citizens actually be going? Where should we be looking to have this information?
So the first I would suggest is going to your city's precinct meetings. The precinct meetings, they're composed of your neighbors, and they'll be able to tell you about a lot of stuff that's going on in the community. Mm-hmm. If you hear from the news, it's not necessarily accurate. Wow. I'm finding that out more and more and more.
Of course.
So go to your community meetings. Even when you go to city council meetings, they're not really paying you no attention. They're answering emails, texting, and
wow.
And it's the same few people that's going to those meetings. So it needs to be a great gathering of people. One of the things I would like to see is even with those meetings, city council meetings, it should be maybe pre-record. So they keep everybody to like 1 minute, pre-recorded. So if you got 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever it is, that's pre-recorded so that all the city council members can take it in, take notes, and really receive the message. If you have the same handful of people coming in, I think they're just not paying these people no
Oh man,
attention.
here comes Ms. Johnson again.
Correct.
Okay, let's put Yamina's statement up. Yamina has said to you, Arnold, she said, if you was to win the race, what would you do to better the Detroit Police Department?
The first thing I would do is I would implement a drone team. All right, we're seeing on Instagram and on the news that Dearborn is being really successful with their drones. Right, they're catching people stealing Cadillac converters, stealing batteries, and it's a real helpful tool. I see where some cities are implementing drones, and they're able to get a drone out in the air in 60 seconds.
Right.
So we can cut down on time after the crime has happened.
Right. Okay. That's dope.
The other piece is I got a friend of mine who owns property in Alabama, and he was on the phone here in Detroit, called down to Alabama. They sent the drone out, took pictures, gave him his approval on the phone, and emailed him his paperwork. You would never get a process like that in the current, the way that Detroit is, operating. It's almost like 30 different cities in one when you go to that Coleman A. Young building, and none of them is working together.
Get together, okay. Well, that's a good question.
The other piece is I think we need to add more funding to Detroit Police. We need more officers on the ground. And
Shout out to the ones that be down by Buffalo Wild Wings. Hey, I appreciate y'all service.
There was a law that was changed that Detroit police officers as well as city workers don't have to be residents of the city.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And it's like, how would you have people that don't live in the city make laws, rules, and regulations for the city?
Yeah, that's stupid.
Same thing with the police officers. I've been in Troy, Michigan. I've been in Warren. I've been in Livonia, Farmington Hills, Belleville, and I've seen Detroit police squad cars in these areas.
Yeah, in the driveways.
In the driveway. How much safer would Detroit be if we had squad cars littered throughout the city in driveways of Detroit police officers who are residents?
Yeah.
So there's some common sense items that need to be addressed, and that's definitely one of them. We need to incentivize the city workers as well as the police department to live in the city which they serve.
Right. Another question is, what would you do about the rental policies, and how would you make things better for renters? Well, damn it, you should call in.
That's a good question.
That's a great question. I think we should impose securities for renters. Number one, that if they're a good renter and you have no reason to evict them, they should be allowed to re-sign a new lease.
Yeah.
The other piece of that is there was an explosion that happened a couple of months ago. Nobody's talking about it. It's an explosion and some families were hurt. Nobody said, where's the BC inspection on this property? Okay, I rented a property in Canton. The property was inspected every single year. Every year, the owner of the property had to provide a hot water tank inspection. Every year, the owner of the property had to provide a furnace inspection, as well as a thorough inspection. And every time before the inspector left, right, he would ask me, is there anything that I missed? Ooh. And I was just like, wow. It just so happened the guy that owned the property was a really, really great landlord. So we didn't have a whole lot of problems. But if we do that on a regular basis, we'd be a whole lot better. It seems as though BC, they're not efficient.
You said BC, what is BC?
Building and safety.
Okay, gotcha.
So they're not efficient. So they go out and do blitzes with tickets and stuff. But if they were doing what their job on a regular basis, you wouldn't have that kind of stuff going. Safety checks. You wouldn't have explosions. You'll be able to catch a lot of stuff. It's not going to eliminate every single thing, but the stuff we're doing would go away with a more efficient government.
Do you feel that would help landlords and homeowners be more hold them more accountable and more in compliance, like more willing to be in compliance instead of getting Jimmy off the block to fix the furnace and really have those things done if this was being done by building and safety on a regular basis?
Yes, I believe it would. And the reason being, right now, Detroit is treated like a second-class city. Everybody that comes in here just pillages Detroit.
Wow.
From the landowners, you know, you watch the internet, everybody all over the world own property in Detroit, which I think is crazy. But if we're, and people know that you can get around your inspections, you know, if you know somebody, you can get past inspections. And the reason being is because the office is not efficient. Every property, every parcel should be properly documented so that when changes are made, that the city knows about it. Not to wait until somebody calls in. And I think it will hold the landowners more accountable if they know, okay, we're coming to inspect every single year. Okay, if you're a landlord that's not doing what you're supposed to do, like I have a fleet of buses, right? If I have a lot of red tag buses, the state police will come in twice a year, or they'll come in 3 times a year, right? And that's what we got to do to some of those landlords that's not doing, keeping their properties up.
Now I've heard, because I follow the City of Detroit, their Instagram page, and there is conversations that they're having about doing some things that's going to protect renters in the city. And so it sounds like they're moving in the right direction on that. Are there other things that you would say is going well for the city that you would want to maintain?
In regards to renters?
In regards to anything as it pertains to the city of Detroit. We got to be doing something good, right?
Right. Yeah, you know, downtown is great.
Yeah.
Downtown is great. You know, most of the let me start over. The citizens are awesome. Okay, let me start there. That's the number one thing that the Detroit City has going for it. All too often I hear about different political figures in Detroit. People always thanking them. But nobody gives the Detroiters their flowers. They've been here through a pandemic, police corruption, government corruption, failed economics. I can go on and on and on. Bankruptcy. Yeah. You know, I can go on and on and on. And there are diehard Detroit residents that are still here through it all. So that's the number one thing. The second thing is they did a great job with downtown Detroit. When I become mayor, I would make all of those billionaires put a philanthropic arm on each one of those $1 billion that they're spending. And they take up 1%, 2%, 3% and put those millions back into the inner city. I think they just need to be moving forward. You know, there's kind of this talking about, we want to keep moving the city forward. The city ain't moving forward. Downtown move forward.
Yeah, right.
So you can see the current administration's footprint from Grand Boulevard to the water, Lodge to 96. That's it. Now, I know people say, well, what about the Fashion District? Okay, what about the Fashion District? We got a little less than 140 miles of Detroit. So this to talk about a Fashion District or talk about some sidewalks here and there, it's nearly not enough. We got people, I've been to a lot of homes this past year, right? I've done probably $500,000 in plumbing work with a buddy of mine that I haven't charged anybody for, just to help them. They got standing water in the basement. They got mold in the basement, bacteria in the basement, you know. And and nobody's talking about this stuff. It's almost like swept under the rug. You know, there's properties on the east side where the house has been knocked down and they haven't properly capped the water. And the water just draining in the street. Who do you think paying for that stuff?
Right.
Yeah.
Then you look at 8 Mile, you know, all those major cities. Ferndale, Oak Park, Southfield, Royal Oak, all their sewer system go where? All their sewer go where?
Detroit.
They go to Detroit. 3 things that I always think about that Mayor Coleman Young said. He said he kept employees. If you work for the city and the police department, you lived here. He said, don't let the water go.
Right.
And don't let the power company go. And we've done all 3.
Yeah. It's sad when you think about a city that once had 1.6 million people.
1.6 million.
Now we got like 680,000.
Correct.
I heard those numbers and I was astonished. I was like, dang, Detroit had
yes.
Yeah.
It was so long I went without. I never seen white people. I mean, let's say it was in school or something like that. I didn't see no white folks.
I didn't either.
But later in life, I realized between the crack epidemic and the casinos tore our city up. The casinos really tore our city up. People actually taking their deeds and like, can I get cash for this?
Yeah.
And it's like, Hey, you really want to bet on 21 for that? You know what I mean? And the sad part is the answer was yes, they did. And you seen more blighted homes after the casinos.
Yeah.
Crack wasn't nothing. Crack was like a tease. The damn casinos tore this city up.
It was a legal drug.
Definitely.
Wow, I never thought about it. I'm not a gambler.
People was cashing in cars.
I didn't know you
right
even
there.
do that.
Yes.
You could do that?
They'll take if you ain't got enough money, they'll take whatever. Whatever
I had
is
no
of value.
idea.
Yeah.
No idea you could do that.
They're not about to take no Folex or nothing like that. They gonna take something that's real.
A house, like you could bring your deed down to Motor City, and they'd be like, okay.
Basically, yes. And car. People was cashing in their cars and everything.
I did not know that.
What's been the most challenging thing you've seen since you've been diving deeper into politics?
Wow. Where do I start? The biggest thing I've seen is we don't stick together as black people in the black community. They're selling the soul out of Detroit. We own, out of a possible 2,000, I think it is, grocery stores and liquor stores, we own one grocery store. It's on Woodward, called Co-op. We own 2 liquor stores, one on the east side, one on the west side. And it's actually the brother that owns it called me. He owned both of them. We own one gas station, and I believe the gentleman just got arrested that owned that gas station. So it's like everybody comes to Detroit. It's like a pillage. You know, Detroit is treated like a prison. You know, people come to the Detroit from the suburbs. They make sure the community is okay, and they take their checks and leave. You know, you go to their communities, it's clean, nice, but here we don't stick together. You know, the black dollar is very, very powerful. Everybody follows the black dollar. I was in a gas station on the east side, and the guy had a gun. The gas station attendant had a gun I thought should have been mounted on the side of a tank.
Wow.
And I was just like, wow. And I asked the guy, I said, the Arabic guy, and I said, well, is it that serious? He said, yeah, I don't play. I said, man, that dollar, is that a serious that you want to sit here and risk losing your life or for this huge gun that looked like it should have been mounted to a tank?
Yeah.
But everybody follows the black dollar. And I don't think that we appreciate the black dollar as much as we should.
Yeah.
We own all the churches, a couple barbershops, a couple beauty supplies, a couple beauty salons, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So we got to invest in us. You know, we shouldn't, you know, one of the things that the current president has showed us is that our city officials have left us unprepared, right? We should have our own schools, our own hospitals. Should know the Senate, the House is not representative of the United States. We're not a bunch of old white men.
Right.
So it should be a mix, so that the politics actually work for us.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't.
Yeah, I agree. That is messed up though, how they kind of work that out to where it's to their advantage and not necessarily the ours. Like I've heard people go into hospitals, get misdiagnosed, and then they try to sue. Then they pull some little stuff on the back end, like, okay, you can't sue, but here's what you're gonna do. We're gonna give you a little payout if you sign this NDA. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like stuff like that be happening. And it's sad, but I do agree that we need to have more of our own hospitals, because sometimes these doctors don't know how to treat us anyway.
Correct.
They're trying to take what we have, take our DNA, take our stem cells, all of those things. That's why I advocate so hard for our women, especially when they are pregnant, and very much so like advocating for yourself in these appointments, because they will let you hemorrhage. And from the inside, they will have you bleed to death from the inside out and send you home. Just like, oh, that's a little normal. That's not normal when you're pregnant.
Yeah.
That's not hemorrhage. They'll send you home with a Band-Aid and you sitting up in your bed and not waking up, or your baby is literally dying inside of you and you don't know. So it's very important that we advocate for just our people in general in healthcare, because and also holistic health. Like, now that I know better than what we eating and the herbs and the things that's able to treat us, they try to shut all of that down, because we know who's in charge of those hospitals. They know that it's people that come in and make sure that these certain drugs get pushed. So when you even have either one of these conditions, it don't matter about the side effects. It don't matter about what it's supposed to treat. Oh, you got a headache? I'm gonna give you this because the farm tech representative just came in and gave me all these samples, and I get a check for every 3 of y'all that get these prescriptions filled.
Yep.
So it's more so of a money thing and making sure that people stay sick. And that's why it's important that we see us. It's this guy that I follow on social media, Dr. Iggy, that shows like, hey, when you see your representation of yourself in the hospital or graduating or in your field, it was a whole bunch of black doctors in different fields and things like that. And we have to make sure that we push ourselves in medicine and holistic health, not just in science, and make sure that we're in these rooms to advocate for our people.
Yeah.
And she touched on something very, very strong. We got to make sure we're in those rooms. We're at those tables.
Yeah.
We have to be at those tables.
I feel like one of the biggest things that I would want to see continue to move forward is how the citizens of the city are being communicated to. Because a lot of times the reason why people don't take advantage of the things that's out there is because they don't know anything about them.
Yeah.
Right? So they have had the ability to take out interest-free loans if you had to do home repairs. And when they're giving out certain resources, a lot of people just simply don't know anything about them, and so they don't take advantage of them. But the people who do know about them are sometimes the ones that's not even the citizens of Detroit, and they do get to take advantage of it. And so I have noticed that they have the incentive on social media. It's 2025, and the reality is that you can't just put it in the newspaper no more. You know, you gotta make sure that you where the people are. So social media is big. Still want to do your old school, your billboards, you know. And I have found that that's what's been the most prominent as far as the things that I find out about that's going on in the city. The stuff that I know that's happening is because when I follow City of Detroit on Instagram and they come up, I'm like, oh, okay, they about to pass a bill and do this. They about to do that. So those are some of the things as a Detroit citizen that I like to see happening. As far as communication goes, do you think that there's other things that can be done that can make the voices heard from the city so that the people know what they can do and what they can get?
Yeah, I believe empowering the communities, and community, there's a district where my company is, District 2, and there's two sisters, Sandra Pickens and Carolyn Pickens. And they do a really great job with notifying, and Miss Butler. Miss Butler hosts community meetings too, right? So we talking about district and precinct. So they do a really good job. Them three individuals come to mind really real quick with talking to the residents, informing them about different home repair programs and stuff like that. I think that we got to do more community outreach to get more information out because, like you said, there are certain organizations that distribute the money on behalf of the city, right? And they'll call people they know. They'll call their family, their friends, or potential voters for them, right? And they won't tell it to the whole entire community.
Well, I don't know. Would that go with, excuse me, Mr. Boyd, wouldn't that go with the fact that if you got the proper people in what you call BC, right, that inspect homes, where a lot of these, let's face the fact, Detroit has a large illiteracy rate, right?
Correct.
So even if things are available, they don't know what they're reading. You know what I mean? So is there, if the BC people is working and say, hey, Ms. Johnson, you need to fill this program out. I'm gonna have a young lady come by and help you fill out, so you get a new hot water tank and things of that
Correct.
nature. Okay.
That's how it would be in my administration.
Right.
Building and safety, they come out, and prior to them writing tickets, they go say, okay, you need to fix these items.
Right.
By the way, did you know there's a grant for your roof, or there's a grant for your porch?
There you go.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not a secret.
Right.
It's something that's shared with the residents that's due to them.
Yeah, when you tell them some bad news, tell them some good one. Here's a ticket for blight, but you know what? If you take this flyer, because we got this organization that'll help you pay to get it cleaned up. So by the time you get to court, you know, you can show pictures that you did what you were supposed to. You might be able to
Correct. Because I think they finally got. I think the guy finally died. The one who was trying to. He would never sell the house around the corner from Tiger Stadium, the little White House. I think he finally died and they finally tore it down, right? The thing is, people will wait till you to die out, right? But you don't have to die out if you know the proper things are in place.
Yeah, because there's a lot of things he could have put in place in order for preventing.
Even after he died.
Yeah, after he died.
That's really big too, even in addressing the seniors. I've been going to a lot of senior homes, and we're going to bring a senior department back. So if they're getting them spam calls and asking for personal information, they could be able to call in and find out if it's a legit call or not. We've had seniors, and they don't report about it. We have seniors that have died, right, froze to death because they had the means to pay but couldn't physically go pay the bill.
Wow.
And some didn't have the means to pay. DT cut them off, and they shouldn't have cut them off. And this is stuff that don't make the news. So we got to make sure that we have a government that's for the people, that's serving the people, not the other way around.
And I'm definitely in agreement with you. I think all local media need to be local media. I don't think it should be national media covering local news. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because you're not getting the information properly. It need to be a direct unplug.
I think one of the things that I'm going to do in the first 100 days, I'm going to ask Roland Martin to come to town and shoot his broadcaster here. And let me tell you why I said that. Even with the local media, they all can't be trusted. If they friends of Mike Duggan, what do you think they gonna say negative about Mike Duggan?
Nothing.
They're not gonna say anything about him. Yeah. They go smooth the story over. You know, I had a news guy that was in the black community. He gave me a cell phone number. I showed him where a lady had got an $1,800 blight ticket because there was a couple tires in her backyard and bushes along her fence. But she had a sinkhole in her alley.
Damn.
The size of a 2-car garage.
Damn.
And if you look at my social media, you will see how huge this sinkhole was. Okay? Wow. I called him. The news guy sent him the picture. He said, man, I want to climb down in that hole and see how big it is. I said, okay, let's do it. He said, I'll meet you there tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. I said, okay. Now, mind you, this hole hasn't been touched in 4 months. We get there, it's 10 trucks there. DTE there, the city there, the contractor's there. So he don't put a call in to the mayor's office, and the mayor's office snapped his fingers and made something happen. Right? Then tells me, oh, we should pat these guys on the back. I said, pat them on the back. This hole been here 4 months. This water been in this lady's house with black mold, sludge, and mildew in her basement.
For 4 months.
For several months.
Wow.
Yeah, home ownership is expensive.
It is.
And sometimes people don't even know
We
what
can't hear you, Sam.
resources. I said home ownership is expensive, and sometimes people don't know what resources are out there, who to call for help. And when it comes to seniors, especially in the older homes that need work, they just don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And I want to ask you a
And
question.
then when they find out, they don't know how to pay for it.
Yeah. And I want to ask you a question. Do you, like in the city of Detroit, do you guys feel safer when y'all go to the pump your gas?
No,
or,
no.
You know, you go to the store in the middle of the evening. No, the city is not safer. But they'll tell you.
I don't like people constantly asking me for $1 at the gas station.
They shouldn't be. Shouldn't nobody be able to still be able to loot in front of the gas station?
Yeah, I be feeling like a bad person. I be feeling that way, but I feel that way.
Because you don't see it though. Where else do you see it?
But streetwise, y'all don't get it. A lot of those people who do those things like those people around because those people are doing things for them. Right.
So somebody keeping the gas station clean on the outside.
And, or selling weed for them sometimes. You know, I'm being very honest with you. It's a lot of gas stations. They sell weed out there.
Well, they shouldn't be, and if they in the city, because what they need to understand is I'm gonna go to the suburbs. Then I'll get my gas someplace else where I feel more comfortable.
And that's kind of what I was getting at. It's like you'll go to the suburbs to get gas, right? But think about this, right? They bragging and boasting about the homicide rate. They said we down 300 murders to, I think the number's around 250, right? But if you look one line over, it says non-fatal shootings. It say 606. So
just missing.
So if they open their eyes or just hold steady, what would the numbers be? The murder numbers be?
Right.
Shit,
They aim better.
You get what I'm saying? So one murder is too many. And then I want to see some of these politicians and some of these police officers sit down with those 250 family who lost their family members. So there's going to be some comprehensive programming that transpires within the community.
I believe so. I believe that by you becoming mayor, and you have a business as well, right?
Yeah, I do. I do school bus transportation. Last 5-6 years, I've generated revenue nearly $10 million. I've hired hundreds of Detroiters, transported millions of students safely.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, see, I'm not paying $3.59 for gas because somebody crackhead Uncle begging.
Hey, I go around the corner.
I go to Dearborn. I'm being very honest with you.
Go to Dearborn because it don't cost that much in Dearborn.
No.
And they don't have nobody hanging on the side.
I go to Dearborn all the time to get my gas, and it's not because I feel safer. It's just because they got better prices. You know what I mean?
Bye, Tim.
Tim, thank you for joining us today.
We definitely appreciate you.
Oh, you cute. It's giving.
Be safe.
Yeah. Okay. Bye, y'all. Bye.
Have a good one.
All right, well, Arnold, man, thank you for joining us today, man. We really appreciate you joining us. I know you got to go throw on your cape and put on your suit and get to work. So go ahead and get to work. We'll see y'all later. Hey, y'all, anything else you want to ask Arnold before we get on there? I mean, Mr. Boyd, before we get on there.
Can you just let them know, give your pitch. Just let the people know what you are really doing and what your plans are as mayor.
And how can they find you?
Yeah, and how they can support you.
All right, thank you for that. My name is Arnold Boyd. I'm a write-in candidate for mayor of Detroit. I'm a businessman, not a politician. I jumped in this race because we need to vote for and elect officials that have gone through stuff that we've gone through as Detroiters. We need to stop voting for name recognition and career politicians. I'm a business owner. I've generated $10 million in revenue over the last 5-6 years. I've hired hundreds of Detroiters. I've transported millions of students. And in my campaign, we talk about nothing but putting the residents first. There's been enough money spent downtown Detroit. It's time for us to uplift the inner cities.
Bring it home. I know that's right.
You should be able to fill up your gas tank here.
Yeah.
You know, and they're talking about, and I want you to be mindful of this as well. They're talking about taking away property taxes, but they just voted the whole city council to explore other taxable means. It's very, very expensive to live in this city for nothing.
Wow.
So think about that. You can find me at the Arnold Boyd on social media, Facebook, Instagram. Thank you.
Hey, wait a minute. What about your website?
Oh, www.arnoldboyd.com. www.arnoldboyd.com.
And look, running campaigns is not always it's not free at all. So he has a donation button that's on there too. It's on the front page of the donate button and throw a dog a bone. All right, then. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for your time.
All right, he got to go. He got to go wear his cape and put on a suit. We ain't gonna be right back. We gonna stay right where we are. It's me, Gigi, and the one and only, the perfect gentleman, B. Todd is in the building. Two of them had to exit. What's wrong? Okay, go ahead, Todd. So, but Todd. So what do you think of the candidate?
I think he's gonna be good as mayor.
Yeah,
I think he actually gonna make stuff happen versus just talking about it. Like what I like about what he got going on is that he is a business owner first.
Yeah.
So like he was saying, he's not a politician. Politicians be bullshit. A businessman don't bullshit.
Right.
So
you pray.
Somebody phone up.
Oh, he's him or something. Okay. We trying to find a problem.
Okay.
So listen, when it boils down to certain things, I like the fact that he answered questions.
Yeah. It didn't, and I like he didn't dance around them.
He didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't dance around it. He stayed head on, dead on. So Shout out to Arnold Boyd. If I want to go, don't forget to go to arnoldboyd.com. Check out his website. We got a donate button on there. 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, whatever you want to donate.
$20.
Yeah. So he's running a clean campaign. He's not plastering other people's names out and blasting people, though he can. Because, like he said, he's a businessman, so he know a lot, you know.
Yeah.
And he actually lived in the streets. And
This is so much better.
it's all that ass.
That too.
Clock that too.
Tight.
Clock
Tight.
that. Clock that.
Stop.
Coffee. No, I'm doing like this. I'm doing like this.
Ew.
Okay.
You look like a creep. Stop.
I am. Whatever. My hands not shaky. Shout out to the Parkinson. Shout out to the Parkinson brothers.
Stop. That's terrible.
Could you imagine 3 motherfuckers robbing you like this?
No.
Stop.
I wouldn't want to.
I'm not condoning this. I'm not gonna go to hell with you now. Like
Yeah, sure. What up, Black Tone? Thank you for joining
Hey,
us.
Tone.
Thank you for joining
Shout
us
out
on
to
Girl Gets today.
Toxic Tone. He's celibate. Celibate here. Celibate there.
Yeah.
So we had fun last night. We actually had a good time.
It was just hot. Oh my gosh.
Shout
You know what you got to do to get one of those fans, cool it off in here, and then just when we get started, boom, cut it off. Keep the air.
Yeah.
in here.
And shout out to Kevin with the Ford Guard.
Mom was trying to cremate us. We can't take this no more.
Well, take your clothes off. So,
Ew.
I know what I'm saying. So, Gigi, hey, have y'all been seeing the fights lately that have been on social media? It been
I
kind
don't. That don't even show up on my algorithm.
Not on mine either. I don't pay attention to that.
I don't do that.
No, I actually started looking because I want to know what caused it, right? And a lot of times what be causing it is it be bullshit. I
You go down that rabbit hole. Yeah.
I do, because here's the thing. I want to become one of the greatest podcast journalists there is. And with that, good morning, Jerry Thomas.
What up, though?
You know
Hi.
him?
Yeah.
How about that? Yeah,
Underrated Darkness.
Oh, that's him?
Yeah, that's him.
Darkness. What up, Underrated Darkness? Shout out to Virginia. Virginia being there thick. That's what's up. We really appreciate y'all. Don't forget, Afros and Audio, October 16th through the 19th.
Yeah.
We
back in Be-More?
Yeah.
Yes.
The Oscars is going on October 3rd.
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
So we're going to be announcing nominees very soon. We're going to talk about that. So I do want to ask you, Ty, about you being married. Have you ever seen yourself like some bullshit was about to happen and you just had to de-escalate it real fast?
Yep. It's happened plenty of times before, especially when it come down to the opposite sex. So I've been out before, and my wife she'll peep something, and I'll just be like, "Hey, yo, so look, this is where our old girl was all in my face this whole time. We were actually talking business, blah blah blah." You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, because she was a little too smiley. I said, "Yeah, that's pretty much how everybody."
Because she don't play.
You know what I'm saying? No, she don't at all. So like, yeah, so it ain't nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Even if she want me, I don't want her. It's cool.
Right. But I'm saying on I've been out with a lady friend, and then I see an old boy peeping her out from a distance, right? And so before he even get close to it, you know what I mean? I just instantly go over there by my lady, put my hands in her pocket, like, listen, I think the old boy about to try some bullshit. I need for us to de-escalate it real quick, because I can see how this is about to go. He's drunk, you know what I mean? Let's make this. I don't want to go. I said, ain't about leaving. We just make him feel very uncomfortable.
Good, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've been in that situation before too. But but the dude, he didn't like he was gonna do nothing. He just kept staring.
Yeah,
so I had to warn her, like, just in case she caught him. Like, hey, look, don't get scared. Let's keep enjoying ourselves.
Or don't get into that. What the fuck you looking at?
Yeah. Like, don't worry about it. He ain't about to do nothing. Yeah, right. I've had to do that before, but it's normally really something dealing with a woman versus a man that I gotta, de-escalate.
Oh, between you and your lady.
Yeah, gotcha. Because it's like, because somebody could see me out, be out a little too smiley, talk a little too long. Like, all right, bro, you see I'm with my girl, get out my face. Like, come on, damn. So yeah,
it's just a respect thing.
Yeah, but unfortunately, a lot of us don't have respect, and that's where we fail.
But going into the direction we going in, Gigi, Todd, Shani, we do have to alert our significant others, the people who we would, to know that things about to get thick. Right. So there's certain things that's going to be said that we not even going to be a part of or privileged to.
Yeah.
There's going to be some things like, yeah, I heard Gigi talking about that. And you like, Gigi do get her word of it like, no, she didn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We gotta learn how to train them to train their ear and eyes as well.
Yeah.
Because what happens if we don't, they'll go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah.
So you was kikiing and ha with a chick for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wrote me a $15,000 check.
Yeah,
I'm gonna kiki. I'm gonna kiki. I'll be like, you need me to kiki with you.
I definitely had to train my wife to think outside the box. Like something recent happened. Somebody that I went to high school with, we not in the same class. I think they graduated a year or two before me, and I never hung with the guy, nothing like that. But we know each other in passing. He was like, "Yo, you going to your class reunion?" I'm like, why the hell would you ask me that? I'm like, I might go, but that's kind of weird coming from you. Then it hit me. Oh, you seen my wife. That's the only reason why you asking if I'm going to the class reunion, because you think you about to lay eyes on her. Because that's all you going to do, unless you want hands on you. So, yeah, it was just, I just thought it was funny. I just told my wife about it, too. Like,
Negroes be trying to be slick.
Trying, but they don't even know who I am.
Caller, you on the air.
Hi, caller.
Hey, this is Underneath Darkness in Virginia.
What up, my guy?
Hello.
What's going on, bro?
What's going on? I mean, like, I hear the conversation is a great conversation. I think it's all about being secure in yourself. Like, if you secure yourself, you don't have nothing to worry about. But there are some people who do not want to see others happy. And, you know, they say, you know, you reminisce and stuff. Why go reminisce something that, that ain't nothing? You go on with your life, I go on my life. You know?
Definitely.
And I think that's the key is in everything. Like for instance, like there's a young man that they used to pick on in school.
Yeah.
And I used to take up for him because I know what it's like to get picked on. And so when my mom's passed away, and my younger brother passed away in New York, he came to me and cried and said, "Thank you." I said, "Thank you for what?" Because you helped me a lot. And now my life is good. I'm married for over 30 years and have kids, and I just want
to That's dope.
I be there. And so sometimes that we have to understand that when we do the right thing, and sometimes it makes an impact. So maybe you don't see that person maybe no more. But I understood. I said, wow. I said, I did it because it was wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
Good brother. You know what I'm saying? I feel it wasn't right. But by that, it helped him a lot. And then also it helped me a lot because I was going through the things with my family because I was going through death back to back, and he helped me a lot and everything to deal with and everything. So I'm just saying, y'all, if somebody is happy, let them be happy.
I know that's fucking right.
Don't bring no toxic because you effed up.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
Your family effed up. Your family's effed up. But be happy. Let somebody be happy. So my advice to y'all, if you're effed up and toxic, keep that in your corner. All right?
Okay.
Yeah. Grow up, all right? Drink some grown-up milk or something, okay?
That's real.
Awesome. So I'll see y'all later. Thanks, brother. I'm gonna reach out to you sometime this week so we can talk about doing some things. All right?
For sure, bro. Appreciate you calling.
Thank you so much, calling.
Shout out to Darkness from Virginia.
He from New York, but he live in Virginia now. Yeah.
I could tell from that accent, like as he started continuing
the East
to talk.
Coast.
Yeah, the East Coast. I love it though.
That's why I'm not gonna lie. That's why I love to go to Las Vegas. You know why? You hear so many different dialects when you're in Vegas because they from all over the country,
exactly,
in the world sometimes. And then I was in Vegas one time. I was like, they from Philadelphia, right? Somebody said, how the fuck you know that? And they from South Philly, right? They was like, so you could tell the difference. I'm like, yes. And then I said, South Philly in the house. And I'm like, yeah.
So, you know what's so crazy about like accents? I want to know what we sound like to other people.
Yeah.
To other people, we sound like we have a country accent.
We sound like we country.
We sound country?
Yeah.
I just want to know because some people, I've heard that we have a Midwest twang. or that we're super proper. Like I've heard both.
Yep.
So I don't know. I just want to hear like what do I want to know what because to me, of course, we sound normal to each other, but I'm like, what do we sound like?
I think
to
on the
other
West,
people?
I think only on the West Coast we sound country. East Coast, I've never heard that from anybody on the East Coast.
Yeah,
and down south, of course, they
We're not
say
gonna
we're
hear that.
proper.
Yeah.
we're proper down south. Hey, listen, but a lot of our people are from a lot of Midwest people are from the South. Okay,
Yeah,
let's face
yeah.
that. So we do sound more Southern to East Coast than normal, right? But when East Coast people hear down South people, they call them country.
Yep. Yep.
You know what I mean? I mean, they be like, y'all, you country as hell. You know what I mean? My auntie,
But I love it.
My auntie used to love to hear me. My auntie was like, hey, nephew, come here. Say, I need a quarter. I'd be like, I need quarters. She was like, see, look at him. They just giggle, laugh all day.
That's what isn't it crazy? I used to do that when I was in college because they'll recruit from down south. So my our freshman year, most of the guys were from Texas, Texas, Atlanta, and Florida. So they had that country accent, and I kid you not, it was one guy, my home dog. Hey, so he was trying to ask for my number. And we cool. It was just like, yeah, I could call you. Let me get them tens. I was like, what? And I'm sitting there at the door like, what? Yeah, you know what I'm saying, little baby, let me get them tens. What?
Right.
He was like, let me get your number. I was like, oh.
10 digits.
Yeah, 10 digits. Let me get them tens. I'm like, what is that? Threw me for a loop, but I liked it.
I put it like this. This is honest God truth. Detroit never. The only slang Detroit really have is what up, though.
Yeah, that's
right?
it.
Like Philly and them Johns. Anything could be a John.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like them
yeah.
Johns hot. I'm like,
Yeah, like the
Creed
shoes.
taught me that.
Yeah, and they could talk about a girl.
clothes,
Yeah.
And it's like I've learned my lesson. Like Detroit, I think I sent this to Shani this morning. Detroit was the first richest city ever in America, right? And due to the auto industry, right?
Right.
And the way we populated, everybody wasn't educated. Hell, Henry Ford wasn't even educated. But he's a thief and a stealer and a hooker. Anyway, but due to the history of money, we had started to learn that John D. Rockefeller, how he created the school system and really financed the school system to create workers. You know what I mean? And the working man mentality. We have fallen victim to our own bullshit. You feel me? I mean, we really fall victim to our own shit. We be thinking we rich. Because when you go to New York and other shit, they be like, y'all niggas live with rats. For real?
Yeah.
Hey,
They do.
Hey, man. Because, hey, man, I ain't paying that much to see a big cat rat. I am not. But every place have their, because listen, when you go down in Texas, you got to worry about them lizards. Them little lizards.
Yeah. Florida too. Florida got them
and
too.
Florida.
Yep.
Hold on, let me tell you. So I went to go visit my cousins in Houston. I'm laid out by the pool. These 3 lizards roll up on me like, what up though?
They looking at you like, what the hell you doing here?
Right, like what you doing here? I'm looking like, what you doing here? Like, and then they went and scurried on to their business, but you have to worry about that. Also, it doesn't matter how clean, you know what I'm saying, you are, they have bugs.
Yeah.
They have, and they're huge.
They're insects.
Yeah.
Insects.
They, like,
they can't
and
call
you
them
have-
bugs. You gotta say insects.
Yeah.
They're bigger down south. I don't know. Them bugs is huge, man.
No, and you have to, and so that man. Okay, listen. I was in elementary school. I was when I say I screamed. So like, girl, don't let that roach.
Yeah.
You telling me I'm getting chased by a roach?
Yeah.
Like what?
And they don't call them roaches; they call them water bugs. They actually get. That's why they call it insects, because they give them the right proper name for the insect.
Yeah, but it's certain things like down south. You have to it's laws. Of course, you have to have air conditioning.
Yeah.
And any place that you move into, whether a homeowner or renting or whatever, they have to have that's automatic like pest control.
Yes.
And air conditioning, like those are requirements. It don't matter.
All depends on the county. Because there's some counties that don't offer it. Like, and so in Texas, right? In Texas, they don't go by no code. In the fire, building code.
Yeah, there's no building
code. A motherfucker
code.
that want to have a farm right next to your beautiful luxurious house,
they can do it.
They can do it.
No, and it's legit. That's why a lot of people gonna know. I'm getting a house built down there.
Texas is lawless. It sounds like, for real.
It was originally supposed to be like that, but when it comes to code, you can't tell nobody how to live. That's
Yeah.
why they really want Texas.
You
to
don't
be a
want to,
sovereign.
Brittany.
They originally wanted to be a sovereign state. You know what I mean? I think California, Florida, and Texas is going to be the worst place to live in the next 20 years. Easy.
Well, California is about to be an island, ain't it?
I mean, so is Texas. I mean, people understand Texas is sinking too. Florida been sinking. I think Miami is secretly rebuilding a whole nother situation because Miami been underwater for a while, and people don't know it. Like when the hurricanes hit, this guy said a whole apartment complex collapsed. And nobody said nothing. Yeah. And about 280 people died, right? He said, nobody is saying nothing. And this is right when I got to the conference this year.
He was like,
he said about 3 months ago, you seen all the tubes that was in the street from pumping the water back into the ocean?
The river.
The river. Whatever.
No.
It's the ocean. Okay. Anyway, so, and he was like, I said, man, I cannot never live in a place like this. Yeah. You know what I mean? But by 2027, I do want to have a winter home. Not like to go to Miami in the heat, but I want to go into a home to where I want, and also I want us to have a place where people can be comfortable and come and not be cold.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
You know what I mean? Because
I hate being cold.
I'm in a place like, shout out to Philadelphia. I love Philadelphia, but it's the most dirtiest city I've ever been to, next to New York.
I was about to say New York is up there for sure.
New York
is filthy.
New York and Philly is like twin cities. Philly just smaller.
Yeah, that's all.
That's it.
Philly remind me of Highland Park.
Oh
no, seriously.
No, the only reason I don't remember Highland Park because they actually got Apple right down the street.
No, but the houses, the way the houses are so close. That's what remind me of Highland Park.
Yeah, Louisiana. Oh yeah,
I love Louisiana.
I love a little Louisiana accent.
I love southern cities that got twang to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because he was like, "Hey, what's up, little baby?" I was like, "Hey, say it again. Say it with your chest."
Hey, little baby.
No, not you. Not you. That creeped me out.
They have bad breath. Anyway, so
all them goals in their mouth.
All the goals in the mouth. But
no, St. Louis. I'll never forget. There was
St. Louis like Highland Park.
Oh yeah, I got family out there.
St. Louis is Highland Park.
Yeah, with an arch.
It's nothing wrong with Highland Park. I'm just saying, but as far as it being small, condensed, and just having people just. I used to love going to Highland Park, right? Highland Park used to be my favorite place as a kid. Yeah. Because Highland Park had Highland Appliance. I don't know if you remember that store. Actually, the store is still sitting there.
Hey, you're aging yourself.
It's on Woodward. It was Highland. And then they actually had real toy stores. They had Circus World. And actually, we used to have Circus World on 6 Mile and Schaefer.
What is that?
It's a toy store.
I only know Toys R Us. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
All I remember from back in the day is Funko Land.
I didn't want to grow up. Yeah. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
For a month.
Hey, Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, man.
Say, man.
I ain't never heard a good thing in my life about St. Louis.
Me neither.
Not one
Nelly,
good thing ever.
That's a great thing. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I never heard nothing.
Not sorry.
Sexy Red come from St. Louis. The dude from the soul food restaurant killed his nephew from St. Louis.
Yeah.
What?
Like it's just crazy. St. Louis is bad.
The best thing they had is Nelly and Chingy, and that more so
Right
Nelly than
there.
Chingy.
Chingy come from Nelly, didn't he?
Chingy.
Did Chingy come from Nelly?
Came from Luda.
Yep.
Luda.
Yeah.
You right.
No, he was with Nelly first.
Oh, he was with Nelly. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I remember he definitely was with Luda because we had a discrepancy in Titanium.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
And he was like, "Yeah, man, I'm telling you, Playboy. Toys R Us kids ain't never growing up. Shut your ass up, Brittany."
I bet Toys R Us kids ain't never growing up, Brittany. I get what you're saying.
I get you.
I get the underlying meaning. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay. So listen, hey, Cal, thank you for giving us a call, man.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Yeah. So
Y'all
listen.
take our podcast later.
Yep.
For sure.
So I enjoy doing the morning show, and Wednesday is definitely one of my favorite days.
Aww.
Only because Gigi don't be here, and I'm just joking. Gigi, I love you.
That death stare.
And Gigi is a really sweetheart, but she a meanie.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm only mean to Miles. Everybody that knows me, and that's it.
Hey, look.
Cause I'm not mean to Ty. I'm not mean to Shan.
You ain't see that left cross she threw Kevin that day when Kevin was messing with her real quick.
Look, why are we bringing that up?
We call her Gigi Lewis.
Shut up.
Gigi Lewis.
Joe
That's
Lewis
craziness.
So the normal thing is we not jumping to nobody shit that we not familiar with, right? We
definitely not.
Only taking up for our mates, right?
Mhm.
And I'm only taking up for mine.
Cause I'm gonna fight for mine. My husband. Hey man, say man. Don't do it.
I get it.
I get it.
You don't want these problems.
Gigi, trust me. You had a hell of a left hand. You probably even-handed. Lene, good game. She goes off as a good one. Comes off as a good one.
Thank you, Calvin.
She just cash apped you, Cal.
No, I didn't. I don't have to bribe nobody. The ones that know.
Oh, that's good. So on that note, what time is it? We about to get out of here.
Cause I'm hungry.
Is the time? Oh yes, hey, we about to get out of here. Hey y'all, we'll see y'all later. Thank y'all for joining the Rise of Ground Morning Show. We got Gigi with us, the perfect gentleman, B. Todd.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Todd, say it.
We out of here, y'all. Indeed.
Yeah.
You don't even want to say.
He didn't want to say it. He was like, "No, fuck that." All right, we out.
Rise and grind. Morning show at 9:15 a.m. Monday through Friday. Great conversation, guest appearances. 'Cause you